got a service call for refrigeration. 2-door prep table. Was this 3-door before, but I condemned it because it had a leak and it was a Hoshizaki and 6 years old, and so they replaced it with a Dukers refrigeration. Yeah, how's you guys liking the Dukers? This is the Dukers. Huh. Never seen one of those. Anyways, 2-door. This is what we're working on tonight. This is an old girl. And, oh boy. Oh, that's not good. Okay, we got, I'll have to run a number on that. TSSU 48-12 should be an old 134A girl. Hopefully. Let's see. Yeah, 134A. Yeah. 11 ounces looks like. Okay. Let's check it out. Two-door prep table. Complaint was 68 degrees. Call came in about 2:30 today on a Saturday afternoon. It's now about 7 o'clock at night, Saturday night. So let's have a look, see what's up. Hey Brock, was not unloaded by your guys. Got egg whites that are supposed to be refrigerated in here. So I'm guessing trash. So not unplugged and unloaded. I gotta unload all this apple juice because it'll never get down to temperature if it's gonna run with all that apple juice in there. So for me to test it. Okay, my first plan of attack is just to open the back and plug it in, see if anything happens. Go from there. Okay, we have a 19-year-old compressor in this little 2-door prep table. I've put start relay on this thing. Oh, probably twice. That's 2 times. Original start components, like probably 7, but when it was like 7 years old or 8 or whatever, and then another 5 or 6 or 7 years or whatever, and then 3. So, wow. Anyways, original start components, 2 RCO 210 kits. This thing, well, it was still a teeny bit warm, and that's it's from 2 o'clock in the afternoon. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 5 hours later, still a tiny bit warm. So I'm hoping it's maybe condenser fan motor. It's about time for one of them for sure. I wonder how we're doing on condenser's pretty clean. Here we go, we've got a light coming through, so we're not terrible. Condenser front, not terrible. So let's see what it is. Okay, I'm gonna plug it in right now. All right, so let's go see what happens. Oh, not good. Or actually, yeah, it is good. 8 amps. Okay, so everything's working. Maybe we got a refrigerant issue. Fan's working. Uh, 7.6 amps, that's about right. So see if it's cooling. Get my thermometer. Okay, we get no compressor amps now. It was only running for a little bit. So we got to test here and see if we got any power. Guessing we got power. Most likely the kit again just quit. It's not even or yeah, we got to have power because the condenser fan motor is working because they're all tied in the same thing. So that means the thermostat, because the thermostat brings on both condenser fan motor and compressor. So hopefully it's just a kit that's gone bad again. Okay, let's replace the kit. That compressor's back running again. Yeah, compressor's back running again. Okay, so kit must be just quitting. Okay, yep. Okay, let's put a new kit on it. The RCO210 kit, that's what I'm talking about. Star components. So hopefully this should make for a pretty quick change out, since the kit goes right on here, and I just had Wagos right here. So unclippy from the Wagos and pull them off of the compressor. I'm gonna ohm the compressor just for the heck of it, see what I get out of the compressor, and replace the kit. Boom, just like that. Can I just cut this little guy right here? Pull that little guy out. The kit's almost out. 2 seconds. Those Wagos make it quick stuff. Okay, open out the compressor. Okay, this is we got common at the top, start on the left, run on the right. So we're on our common. So common to start. We have, I'm not touching anything. Ohms. Okay. Okay. Got nothing to ground. Let's do common to run. Oh man. Okay, common to run. Let's call it 2. And so start to run should be 14 then. Close. Okay, that's 9 amps, 9.13, 9 9 amps on the whole unit, because that's on the cord, on my test cord. Let's see what the compressor is. So that's condenser fan motor and evaporator fan motors, which are each a 1/2 amp each. So we got 7.5 basically here. So 1.5 amps. Maybe we got 2 fans in this thing. Don't think we do. I think we only got 1. So that's got me perturbed. Let's see what we got on this fan motor. 0.5. And my meter's got 0.2 on it already, so we're at 0.5. Which is about what these motors always draw. Always a little over on everything all the time. Maybe low voltage. But yeah, if it was over 0.6, I'd worry about it. But in the 0.5s, it's just what they do. So 0.55 on the motor. We're getting the extra 1/2 amp from. I forget if this has got 2 fans in it or 1. Probably got 2. 2-door prep, true. So anyways, we're running now. So we're running 7.5. Keep an eye on this thing, see if it stays running. Hopefully it does. We check the cooling on it, see if it's cooling. Maybe we don't have enough refrigerant to keep the compressor cool. I don't know. Let's see. Okay. 0.6. We got 64 degrees in the box right now. Let's start it. See if it pulls down. Not pulling down. Compressor's still working. 8 amps on the unit. We are not pulling down. Check our probes. See what we got. I got thermocouples in there. Yeah, we got a refrigerant issue. Wouldn't doubt it after 19 years. Original gas, never been touched. She's a virgin. Where's our hot gas line? We got liquid, no good temp on the liquid, it's cold. Where's our hot gas line? Where's our suction? I guess gonna be around the back. Can't get onto it. Yeah, I got my finger on the hot gas line. Nope, no temperature. I'm putting my middle finger on the hot gas line. We got no heat. We got a refrigerant issue. Virgin. Gotta cut into this virgin. Okay. Yep. Okay. Compressor's not running hot. That's good. Okay. Let's see what we got. Okay. Yeah, no refrigerant. Okay. Yep. Definitely 63. Yeah, this thing, empty box with nothing in it. These things should pull down a degree a minute, down to 40 degrees. So, yeah, this thing's not doing anything. Okay. Unplug it. Don't want to burn it up. And open it up, put some service valves on it, and see if we can find the leak. See what we got going on. Yowza. Okay. So I'm putting a service valve on here just to see how much refrigerant is in here. So it's a 68 degree room temperature right now, or box temperature. So 68 degrees R134A turns out to be almost exactly 68 pounds pressure. So if we don't have at least 68 pounds pressure in here, we have zero liquid in here. So let's open it up, and if we have liquid, it'll be 68 or more. Okay, so we are not flat. We have liquid. So this tells me it's just a small leak, pinhole. So we're at 65. So we're not flat, which is a good thing. So, what to do? We've got to find the leak. We've got to see if the customer wants to put money into it. So, it's an old one. Okay. See what I'm gonna do here. Know what you guys do. Okay. Got 134A. Let's throw a little gas in this thing. We're at 19 pounds, 15 ounces, so basically 20 pounds. Make sure the valves aren't gone out of this compressor. Make sure it cools. Then I'll put a couple access valves on it, find a leak, all that kind of stuff. Let's see. But, I want to make sure it works with a little gas in it. Total charge is like only 11 ounces, so it's probably got a few ounces in it already. So it's only going to take about 8 ounces. So put a little gas in it. Make sure the thing cools. Saturday night, Sunday mornings are big morning in here, so let's get this thing just rolling, and we'll address it during the week. Do the full Monty on it, find the leak, repair the leak, all that kind of stuff. Okay, got a couple clamp-on access valves on there just to see if this thing runs and cools, and just get her going for the Saturday night. Gotta get the hell out of here. It's like 8 or 9 o'clock at night. Overtime. So gotta see if this thing works. Get it going for Sunday morning. Address all this next week. At 70 pounds pressure, means we got liquid. So we're probably about half full or half empty, whichever way you want to look at it. So she should take about 6-7 ounces. 11 ounces total charge. So call it 12, 6 ounces. You know, so going to be around there if it cools, if the compressor's not, valves aren't toast. Remember, this place was like 98 degrees one night, or I don't know how many nights, so but we'll see. It should cool. I bet it should. So let's get some gas in this thing. Put 7 ounces of refrigerant in here. We're restricted, man. That ain't just gonna be a simple get her going. We've got a block cap tube. Not good. Well, let's see if we can unplug it just for the night. Do a quickie get her going. crazy video of the cap tube all plugged up with stuff. I cut it back a bit, but you can see it's all been plugged up. Same with this. I don't know if we can get a good shot of it. It's definitely all plugged up. And the heat in this room, yeah, that's not plugged up anymore, it doesn't look like. That's definitely plugged though. I don't know if I can. Yeah, you can see all the white stuff is having a hard time focusing. Here we go. You can see. A little bit of a hole, but it's half plugged. Let's see what we gotta do, yeah, but definitely restricted. Okay, new dryer and see if we can just get this cut back. See what we can do with this cap tube. See how far back it's plugged. Usually they only plug up the first, few inches and cut them back and maybe put them to get back together for temporary. But on a Saturday night, you're just kind of getting into this thing too deep. Anyways, all right, let's get some real access valves on this thing and a new dryer, and let me get my nitrogen and see if I can blow this cap tube out at least so we can get some flow out of it. I'm gonna have to replace the compressor though, because the oil's, turned to crap. POE oil is plugging up the cap tube. It'll just be a never-ending battle, or get a new unit. One or the other. Anyways, let's see if we can do something tonight with it. Okay. Did a little quick dyno on this thing. Put a cap tube dryer on it right here. Blew it out. Blew it out as much as I could. Put the little dryer in there. Put a real access valve on here. All nitrogen purged and everything, and we'll see if it does anything. It's just kind of a Hail Mary for a Saturday night without doing the full Monty on it. I'm not going to replace the cap tube without replacing the compressor, so the customer's got to okay all that, and I got to get price on Monday and all that kind of stuff. So anyways, or you can just buy a new fridge, whichever. So we'll see what happens. Hopefully something good. So we're putting it on a vacuum right now and charge it up, and hopefully it does something good. All right, take care. Click like on the video, subscribe. Take care. Bye. 700 microns in like 5 minutes. This thing's tight. 19-year-old true. It's still tight. Nice. Okay, got 389 microns. Been on vacuum over half an hour. Good enough for me. For this thing anyways. So this is why a 4-valve manifold kicks booty. You just hook up your 1/2-inch hose up here, it's 1/2 by 3/8, and 4 valves So when you're done with your vacuum, I gotta see, I'm even pulling the vacuum on the refrigerant hose. So the minute I hook up everything here, everything is evacuated. There's no need for purging or any kind of hose venting or any kind of anything. So you just, this hose is under 400 microns of vacuum right now. So, because this hose is open right here. So everything is at 364 microns. So yeah. So that way you just valve off your pump and open the refrigerant, and boom, you got instant, you close your vapor. So you're feeding your refrigerant from the liquid into your liquid, weigh in your 11 ounces, and add another ounce for the bigger dryer, maybe 2 ounces, and yeah. So there you go. That's why the 4-valve manifold rocks, because you just shut your vacuum and open your refrigerant, and boom, you close your vapor and open your liquid, and you got no chance of air or anything, you know, happening, changing hoses or, you know, being off or whatever. So anyways, all right, so let's rock and roll and charge this baby up. Okay, so it was 19 pounds 10 ounces, now it's 18 pounds 13 ounces. So I'll put in 13 ounces. All right, so we'll wait 5 minutes for it to balance off, and we'll do startup. See, we got about 75 degrees, 76 degrees. Yeah, in the evaporator section here, and probably the whole room and everything. And you see that our liquid is 74. If you do a PT chart, R134A, the ambient, the room temperature is almost the same as pressure on R134A. At 65 degrees, it's like 65.6 or something. So it's like really close, the pressure to temperature of the room. So that tells you got liquid in your system. Vacuum pump only. I need to change the oil. Okay, we got something going on. So at least we're better than we were. Got some cooling, but don't think it's going to do what we need to do. 13 minutes. It's been running 15 minutes, and it came down from 65. So that's about a degree a minute. So that's not terrible. We'll see if it gets down at all. So anyways, as you can see, the time it's been running there, 14 minutes, 25 seconds. And maximum is 65. Minimum of 51. Okay, we're still pulling down, so that's a good sign. We got 8 amps, 8 3/4 amps for the whole unit. That's condensing unit, evaporator, everything that's on my cord here that I just split that I'm running the unit off of. And we got some superheat and subcooling going on. We got 10 psi suction, 172 head. Room temp's about 80. So yeah, condenser might be a teeny bit dirty, so we should be about a 30 over on condensing temperature. So 80, 90, 100, 110, so we're at 10 degrees over. Also, at a high load, we're out of limits here. So so anyhow, actually this room, yeah, is 81. So yeah, that's correct. We're about 10 pounds high. Suction's looking good though. Head's not terrible. And 50 degrees superheat, 20 degrees subcooling. We're definitely restricted a little bit. Superheat's coming down though. Cap tube system. So we got 169. We're not at 68 degrees anymore. At least it's doing something. 56 degree suction line temperature, which is fine. 100 degree liquid, 99 degree. So pressures don't look terrible. So we got something. 49. At least he'll be able to have a little bit of cooling and until he makes a decision what he wants to do. Get him by for a few days. They can put ice or whatever, but at least it'll help with ice and keep the product. At least it'll help. See what it does. I'm gonna clean up here, and like I said, it's only been running 18 minutes 23 seconds, so it's basically 20 minutes would be perfect unit would be 45 degrees in 20 minutes from 65 to 45, about a degree a minute. But that's not really true when you get under 50, so maybe it's 2 degrees a minute from 50 on down, 45 on down. So it's a 19-year-old compressor, so I'm not not holding my breath. I'm surprised the thing's still even running. 48, almost getting down to what we used to be, NSF6 at 45 degrees. Suctions still holding around 8 and 4 degree evap. 18 degrees subcooling, 49 degrees superheat. That evap temp is it's cold. She gonna build some ice, but it's got a temperature control that's it's coil temp, so it won't build ice. I mean, it'll build ice, but then when it temps out, it'll just go back up to coil temp, and it'll air defrost every cycle. So that's how coil temp works. So you're not going to worry about ice, really. Depends how long it runs. Ooh, compressor's hot. That's for sure. Expect that pulling down from 65. Suction line temps. Nice and sweaty though. Some sweat on it. It's nice, you got compressors cooling. We got 55 degree T1. Don't believe that. That line feels colder than that. Oh man, I'll tell you. Yeah, that's more like it. Corroded line, wasn't getting a good connection. Got lots of refrigerant with that subcooling. So 47. She be old and slow. Okay. Alright, that's pretty much it. Alright. Click like on the video, subscribe. Alright, take care, bye. Okay, it was 19 pounds 10 ounces. Now it's 18 pounds 10 ounces, so basically 1 pound is what it took to get this unit to where it's at. 45 degrees in 26 minutes with a 8-pound suction, 145 head. 20 degrees subcooling, 45 degrees superheat, and yeah, we've got lots of refrigerant, good pressures. Just a tidge low on our suction because of slight restriction. .48-degree suction line. That's 48.1 degree T1. That's the suction line temperature. So it's a nice temperature. Feeding the compressor. like it a little colder, but that's what we got. So for not replacing the cap tube, it's doing really good. Well, that's just a temporary Hail Mary. He's got to authorize fixing it proper or getting a new unit. Degrees. We might actually make our 41 health department 19-year-old compressor. So 45 to 55 to 65, so 20 degrees in 30 minutes. It's not terrible. Okay, I'm done. Click like on the video, subscribe. Okay, 36 degrees, still pulling down, almost an hour. Slow, that's for sure. Should be brand new fridge like this should do it in 20-30 minutes. 70 degree ambient. Yep, 19-year-old compressor. Definitely tired. So this is final pressures. 80 degree ambient, 90, 100, 110. So we're there. 30 over. 12-pound suction. 10 degree evap. So she's settling in okay. Degree suction, 100 degree liquid, 12 and 150 head, really nice for 134A. 11 degree subcooling, really nice, superheat, good, looking really good. Actually might make it for a while. Definitely needs a new compressor though. This thing is definitely old. It is slow. Okay. 1 hour. That's it. I'm out. I'm definitely done. Disconnecting the hoses. 12 and 150. 149 head. Good. We're going. Rock and roll. Just my welding. Too bad. Silphos 15%. Saturday night shift. Night shift welding. insulating where I was tapping in for super heat. I couldn't leave it drip. If you leave dripping suction lines, it just attracts bugs in the restaurant. It's a bad thing. Rust out the unit. Customer gets water on the floor, constant drip, slip and fall hazard. It's just not a good thing. So you got to do the detail. Yeah, you got to insulate the suction line. So this foam tape. Foam tape is only an eighth of an inch thick. So you need 3/8 to 1/2 of an inch of insulation for refrigeration, for refrigerator temperature. For freezer suction lines, you want a minimum of 3/4 of an inch of insulation. LA County in California code is 1 inch insulation. So those are your insulation wall thickness numbers. Refrigerator should be 1/2 inch, freezer 3/4 inch minimum. Okay, on your suction line. And yep, and it should fit tight. So the first wrap should be tight, and then all the other wraps should be tight also. But you don't want any air in between. That gives you corrosion in your suction lines. Okay, righty. A good place to stick the suction line access fitting right here. That way you can just bend it out if you need to work on it. So pretty cool. Came out pretty cool. High side access, pretty cool here.